Okay, guys, I think that we are going to start. I tried to call them 3 times, but they haven't or never answered, so we'll see. For now, we're just going to start the three of us or four of us. I already start recording the class. I'm going to start sharing my screen. Please let me know if you can see it. Can you see my screen?
All right, morning teacher. Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Good morning, Mandavid. Thank you very much for joining and for answering the call. Today we are going to talk about a report. Uh, as you know, like you sign up for a writing class, so we're going to be practicing a lot our writing skills. First of all, I would like to talk about our goal. Juan David, can you please help me reading the goal?
All right, sure, teacher. All
Mhm.
right, our goal. By the end of this class, the students will understand the structure of our report and be able to write a clear and well-organized report on a given topic.
There you go. Thank you very much. Yeah, pretty much what we are going to learn today is how to write a proper report. It can be used in an academic environment as a future former teachers or in a business or even like here in like the college. Sometimes I remember last semester I signed up for a class where I have to go outside and ask surveys and questions, and based on those results, I have to like write a report. So knowing how to write a report is very important, very useful for our future jobs or our future task or homework. Thank you very much, Juan, for helping me. The agenda today, I always like to like show you and let you know what are we going to do today and what are the topics and like the statements that we are going to follow. First, we're going to introduce ourselves, read, talk. Then we're going to enter a warm-up question. Then we're going to talk about a little bit more about a report, the structure, where it can be used, and then we're going to have like a section of Q&A, uh, where you can like ask questions and I can help you with answers or suggestion or advices. Then we're going to do activities and then I will be sending you the attendance link. Okay, first of all, introduction and greeting. Um, so Juan Pablo has been here before and he knows that I talk a little bit too much. So I will try to like summarize my introduction and whatever. But like I always try to like create a good environment for me and for students. I know that sometimes, and more today, that it is a holiday in Colombia that I completely forgot. So I'm sorry for scheduling this class this early. Um, anyways, I know that you guys want to do something fun during the day. So I will try to like be very direct and like be very practical with this class so you can be free the entire and the rest of the day. But yeah, the point of this section is to like create a comfortable environment for all of us where we have like the right and like the flexibility to open our mics and participate and be active during the class. I don't know about you, but I prefer these types of classes than like the one where the teacher just talks, and anyone agree or even discuss about anything. So let's try to create like a good environment where we can participate. If you don't want to open your mics, you can write on the chat. That would be great so you can practice more your writing skill. But yeah, guys, let's try to have like a good class and space right now at 8 a.m. Okay, I'm going to start. My name is Sofia Moreno. I'm 26 years old. Right now, I was born in Villavicencio, so I'm Llanera. Um, but 2 years ago, I moved to the United States. I am living in Washington, D.C. Um, Right now we have daylight savings, so our time is not the same as Colombia. So right now, as you can see here, my clock is 1 hour after Colombia, so it is 9 a.m. here. I work in a study here. Um, what else? Something funny about me is that I don't like spicy food. I mean, I'm trying to like try different types of spicy food. I'm dating with a Korean guy, and I don't know if you know, but in Korea they eat a lot of spicy food. And for me, it has been very, very hard. I feel that in Colombia we don't eat that much spicy food, or I at least in my house, like the ají, it was like the most spicy thing, and it was just like onions, tomatoes, and a little bit of ají, and that's it. But here, Mexicans and Koreans takes spicy food to another level, to the point where you cry and you start sweating, and like it's very bad. I don't know why people like spicy food if you're going to suffer while you're eating. For me, that doesn't make sense in my mind. Anyways, that's me. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you again. Juan, nice to meet you. Angie and Juan David, thank you very much for joining. Now is your turn. Who wants to introduce yourself and who wants to greet the others?
Well, me. Hello. Well, my name is Estefania Ruiz. I'm 21 years old. Um, I'm from Cucuta. I lived here all my life. I like spicy food. I don't know why. I like suffering. I don't know why, but I think I like it, and my boyfriends too. So on Wednesdays, um we usually bought some spicy chips, and I like to eat until we start to cry. But I don't
Oh
know
my
why.
goodness. I don't know why
It's
either.
just I don't know, but I like it, and I don't like coffee or I don't know how to say amargo, comida amarga.
Like sour?
Sour, I don't like that kind of food, but I like spicy food. That's weird, I think.
Yeah.
Um, but my favorite taste is sweet, uh, like desserts or cakes or I don't know ice cream. I like the food the sweet food. I don't know.
Mm. I don't know if you know, but like the people that like sweet food, we use an expression that it is you have a sweet tooth, diente dulce. So you
That's
have a
true.
sweet tooth. That's
Yeah.
you. That's
Okay.
that's very funny. You know, I think like it happens the same to me. I don't like spicy food, but I love sour food. Like my favorite food is lime, and I literally peel. I, this might be weird, but I peel the lime and I eat it like that as a snack. And my boyfriend is like, "What is your problem, Sophia? What are you doing?" I just love so much sour. Oh my God. Anyways, thank you very much for introducing yourself, Stefania.
Okay.
Okay, once. Which one wants to start?
All right, me teacher. All right.
Okay,
Hi,
great.
I am Juan and I am 26 years old and for me it's a pleasure sharing this time with you. And what about myself? I really enjoy, I love like spending time in the countryside. It's a quiet and relaxed place for me. And that's it all, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that today we are going to have a great class. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Juan, for introducing yourself. Now, Juan Pablo.
Okay, right. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay. Well, my name is Juan Pablo Ruiz Vargas. I'm 28 years old. Sophia. It's good to see you again. Um, I was born in Cali, Colombia, and I still live here. Um, I love the pets, and like Sophia, I don't really like the spicy food for the same reason. And I just prefer, and I love, I don't know, something like cold coffee and milkshake. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep,
Mm.
that's for hold on.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you very much once for sharing and introduce yourself. Okay, now that we have like talked, we have met each other, we are going to answer a warm-up question. What is the purpose of the warm-up question? It's just to talk and introduce you to the topic of today's class. What's wrong? Okay, warm-up question. You can write it on the chat if you want to answer that, or you can just open your mics. So, as you know, today we are going to talk or we are going to write about a report. So, have you ever written a report? What was it about? Um, I when I was in Colombia, I used to work for a call center and I used to work for a company here in the United States. And I often had to write reports on how the I forgot how to say it, like los trabajadores, like the workers, like the callers, the ones that answer the call, were doing. I was a trainer, so I have to like listen to the calls or read the chats and see like, okay, he's doing well in this and this and this. He needs to get better in this and this and this. So I was very used to write reports, but also here in college, as I said to you before, there is a class. I forget what was the name of the class. I don't know, servicio social or something like that. I forgot. Where pretty much the entire, like, all the homeworks during the course was like, go to the society, ask surveys, and based on the answer of those surveys, you have to write reports. So, yeah, that's my answer. I don't know about you. Have you ever written a report? What was it about? You can share with us.
Okay. Well, in my case, I'm an administrative assistant in a health company. So um, I had to do a report almost every day in my job. So for me, it's something normal. Um, it's not difficult, and when we started in my job, it was something so complicated for me because it's many information, it's so much information, and you see all on the Excel, and you I don't know you you are the computer and you are like oh what that, and so it's something that I could really can do like oh, okay, no problem, but when I started it was so complicated for me, but and currently I really enjoyed, and when I have so much work, it's a little bit stressed, but it's okay, it's the job, it's my work, no worries.
So you have a lot of experience writing reports. So this class for you is going to be a piece of cake. You're going to be like, ah, this is so easy, Sophia. Come on, give me more, give me more. That's
Yeah, it
good.
was something like for me it was something like oh okay, a normal Monday.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sorry that I will make you work more today.
No,
But at
don't
least I
worry.
hope
And for me, it's
I hope
funny and I really enjoy it.
good, good. Thank you. I hope this report is easier than reading Excel. I hate Excel with my life. So I have to say you're very strong, Juan Pablo. I will be freaking out. I will hate it. Anyways, today you're not going to be reading or writing a report about any Excel file, so you will be good. Okay. Angie, have you ever written a report? What was it about?
Yes, I think it was for a course from practices. So I had to do a report of my practice, my pedagogical practice, and so on. But I don't think I have so much experience with that.
Okay. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I was actually thinking about it. I don't know if you have, all of you have practices classes, but we have to write a lot, right? Like with the diario de campo, plan de trabajo. So that's pretty much like a report too. So, okay, thank you very much for sharing that, Stefania. Now, Juan David, have you ever written a report? What was it about?
All right, no, but I would like to learn something about writing a report. Actually, I don't like it because it's like I don't like the formats, that kind of things. But
Mm-hmm.
of course, I would like to write about it. Thank you, teacher.
No, my goodness. The both of the ones are going to hate this class. Oh my God. I'll try my best. Anyways, so today the report is not going to be that tedioso, that boring, hopefully, and it's going to be short. Okay, so now we are going to talk about our report. Stefania, can you please help me reading this slide?
Yes, teacher. A report is a formal document that compiles structured information. It is used to analyze a situation and improve facts and important information of the investigation made. Reports are commonly used in academic, business, and professional environments.
Thank you very much. So yeah, pretty much a report is like a piece of paper or a file where you compilate and summarize information or investigation that you have already written or written. But during the report, I mean, it will depend on the reports, but most of the reports are use a formal and objective tone. So pretty much a report is written in a clear and professional manner. I guess that like Juan Pablo used that a lot because it's used just in like the business or professional environment. These types of reports avoid personal opinions unless the report or like the boss is requiring your personal opinion. Also, it's a very structured format where it's divided into sections like headings, make it easy to read and navigate, like the introduction, like the body, the conclusion. So for the readers will be easier to understand what you are reading about. Um, and yeah, pretty much a report has to be concise and clear because you are summarizing information. So you have to be very practical with reports. Okay. Do you have any question? Do you have any question about like vocabulary here in this slide or what I just said, or is everything clear?
I think it's clear.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, guys, so pretty much today we're just going to talk and write about report, and that's something that we all of us are used to it. So now, if we are going to practice our writing skill, we have to also practice our reading skill, right? So what we are going to read today is a report that a student had to do, and in this report, they also like give us like advices or suggestions about how to write a report. So, Juan Pablo, can you please help me to read all this like gray part exam question until 180 words? And then Stefania, can you help me reading until 70 students? Juan David, can you help me with the activity with Macklemore? Then Juan Pablo, a suitable present, and then Stefania, recommendations.
Okay, it's a questions. The American rapper and music Macklemore is going on tour in your country. He has agreed to pay and 1 hour visited to your school. The headmistress of your school has asked you to carry out or survey adult students and the grading report. She wants she wants suggestions on an activity to do with Macklemore, which involves as many students as possible. A person to give Macklemore to say thank you for coming to visit your school and grade a report that 180 words.
Thank you very much. So this is what we are going to read before someone is asking us for a report. So here in this case, they are telling us, giving us the context and the introduction. An American rapper is coming to our country and he's going to come to our school. Then the instructions. The head mistresses is like the principal, like la directora of your school has asked you to carry out a survey among students and then write a report. So based on the answers of all the students, you have to write a report and then she's asking you for suggestions, for your suggestions based on the survey. And what are these instructions and suggestions? An activity to do with Macklemore, and then a thank you note or a thank you activity for coming to visit your school. So now we are going to see the parts and the advices that like this reading is going to give us to write our future report. So Stephanie, can you help me with the introduction?
Yes, teacher. Macklemore's visit to our school. Introduction. The aims of this report are to make suggestions for a suitable activity to do with the musician Macklemore when he visits our school and to recommend a present to give him. This is based on a survey of 70 students.
Thank you. Juan David, porfa. Activity with what? Macklemore.
All right. The majority of people survive, so that the best way for our students to have contact with the rat star was to organize an interview with Malcolm Moore in the school hall. Malcolm Moore, I don't know if this is okay, the pronunciation, could be on the stage and students could ask him questions using a microphone. Yes, teacher, tell me please.
Well,
What is
this is
that?
like
I don't know what is that.
it's like a famous rapper here.
All right.
Let me see if I can find the
I'm
most
gonna check.
popular.
I'm gonna check, don't worry.
Yeah, he was very famous like back in 2015. Um, but to be honest, no one listened to him anymore. So let me show you Spotify. Have you heard this song? Can you hear?
No, I can't
No,
hear anything, but don't worry, teacher. Thank you so much. I'm gonna check this one. All right.
yeah.
Thank you, teacher.
So the pronunciation is Macklemore. So you were saying it good. Okay, so pretty much what they are saying here that the activity that they are suggesting is to make an interview and each student can ask him a question using a microphone. Juan Pablo, can you please read a suitable present?
Okay, most students thought that each class in the school could prepare one page containing a messages, um, a drawing, or a poem. The page could then be put together to make it a book. Thanks Michael Moore for his visiting.
So pretty much this teacher is answering the two instructions that the director or the principal asks. An activity to do and a present. And what is the present that each student is going to give him like a drawing, a message, or a note telling him, thank you very much for visiting their school. And then in this case, because it was request and allow, the teacher is asking, is writing her own opinion. So the recommendation, I would recommend that we organize an interview with Macklemore in the main hall. All the students would like to attend and representatives from each class could ask Macklemore a question. Perhaps we could also consider asking students to design a page for a book that we could give Macklemore as a thank you present. So as you can see, this is like a very, like, reports doesn't have to be that long. I know that the word report sounds like very boring and long, but it doesn't have to be like that. As I said before, the most, you have to try to be very clear and precise. Don't give information that personally people won't use or won't read. So these are the tips for writing. Keep those in mind for the following activity. So first is writing a title that shows what the report is about. You have to be very clear and concise with this part. So because like you have to connect the information that you're writing in the title. If those one doesn't connect, like it will be hard to have a clear idea of your report. As you can see here, it says like Macklemore visit tour school. So you can tell like what you are going to do with Macklemore when they visit your school. And then divide your report into clear paragraphs and subheadings. Subheadings are like subtítulos. So as you can see, this teacher wrote introduction, blah, blah, blah. The activity that was suggested with Macklemore, blah, blah, blah. A suitable present that was suggested for Macklemore, blah, 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 and her personal recommendations. Okay, state the report aim or aims the introduction. The aim of this report are, I don't know if you know the word aims is rarely used, but aims is like the objective or the principal idea. Aim also translate to cuando ustedes van a, bueno, acá, eso suena como muy raro, pero cuando ustedes van a lanzar algo como el objetivo, ¿cómo se le dice eso? Como el aim es como la puntería, ¿sí? A lo que ustedes quieren apuntar. Esa es como la traducción literal. Acá cuando la gente, acá en Estados Unidos se hace mucho eso, cuando van a disparar o cuando van a cazar. Dicen aim that bird, como que apúntele a ese, no sé, pájaro que está volando por allá. Pero entonces en este contexto es como el objetivo de este reporte es hacer sugerencias para actividades que se pueden hacer con Macklemore. Entonces acá podemos ver que eso fue lo primero que ella escribió para dejar en claro de qué se va a hablar durante el reporte. Here, use formal language such as full formers rather than contractions. So, it is better in reports to write, for example, here, it is instead of it's, or you are instead of your. So, in reports, try to not to use contractions. And of course, you are using a formal language, so you need to make polite recommendations in the conclusion. This is the conclusion. I would recommend that perhaps we could also consider. Here, she didn't use contractions, so this makes it more formal and more polite. Okay, so let's see, what time is it? Okay, see if we can answer this. Okay, let's try to make like understanding of what you read here. Before we continue, do you have any question about the vocabulary or the report that we just read?
No, for a moment.
Yeah, there you go. No questions? The vocabulary, is everything clear? The structure, the suggestions, the writing suggestions are clear? Okay, perfect. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Actually, let's jump to the writing activity. I don't think we have that much time because you will have to write a report. So the activity is going to be this. Each student is going to choose one of these paragraphs here in Canva. And for example, Juan Pablo, this is the situation, the problem situation. Many students have noticed that in the school that you teach, they doesn't have recycle bins. As a result, recyclable items like paper, plastic bottles, and cans are often thrown in regular trash bins, leading to waste. This has raised concerns about the school environmental impact and the lack of awareness among students about recycling. So, what you're going to write is a small report, not as long as the one that we read, but you're going to write an introduction, like you will confirm, like, in my school, we are having this issue, and the objective of this report is to find a solution for this problem. Then you will make one or two suggestions about like the possible solutions, and then you are going to write a conclusion or your personal recommendation. Each student has a different situation, so you can choose. In front of this paragraph, you can write Juan Pablo or Stefania, your name, so I can check and give you a proper feedback. So yeah, you choose. You will have, I would say, 10 minutes. I'll give you a lot of time so you can like take your time, keep in mind the information that we just said, that we just read. So, do you have any questions on the activity?
No, for a moment.
Okay, perfect. So, I just sent the link of Canva so you can write your report. Again, it doesn't have to be long. It doesn't have to be 180 words. As long as you, in the report, you understand the problem issue and try to give a solution in your recommendation, that's good. Okay. You guys are going to have 10 minutes. So I think that's plenty of time where you can write a short report. Is everything clear?
All right, teacher, thank you.
Okay. If you have any questions or if you need help writing your report, I'm here. I'll be reading your Canva report. So just let me know. So
So,
I'll
teacher,
see you in 10 minutes.
I'm so sorry. We are going to have 10 or 20 minutes.
10.
10, all right,
For
teacher.
now, 10 minutes. Again, chicos, no escriban como un reporte así largo, no, traten de simplemente ir al punto, encontrar una solución a ese problema y luego dar sus recomendaciones o sugerencias para cómo resolver ese problema. Entonces no tiene que ser muy largo, yo siento que 10 minutos está bien, sin embargo, si se pasan los 10 minutos y necesitan más tiempo, me avisan, bueno.
Okay, right. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, guys, 5 more minutes.
All right, teacher, I finished. I guess that we don't have enough time, so this is around 9 a.m. So we only have like 6 minutes around.
Are you done, Juan David? Okay, I'll read yours, and then I will read Stefania and then Juan Pablo, so you guys can like wrap up. Okay, Juan David. Improving our free time. In the following lines, I will give you my point of view of this frustrating situation for students who would like to do different types of extracurricular activities. I believe the students are right with their request. It is important that while they are studying, enjoy the learning process. Nowadays, people spend a lot of time navigating on internet. For that reason, I consider that if students are claiming for a variety of clubs, schools should align this with their interest. One of the main reasons for support this trend is because I consider students can learn better method if they are enjoying in their school life. Okay, I can tell that you like acknowledge the issue of this paragraph that students are not having like enough extracurricular activities, and you also give your opinion about like how the school should align these hobbies into the interest of the school of the students. um I don't see any solution, but I can see like your recommendation and your opinion about like how we should consider to like have these extracurricular activities in school. So good job by doing like the introduction and like give like more information about the problem. Of course, because we don't have time, you didn't like write a solution or a recommendation, but that's good. That's fine. What you wrote is good for like acknowledge the issue, the problem of this issue. Thank you very much, Juan David. I send the link of the attendance so you can just like fill it, and I hope you have the rest of the day, a good rest of the day. Estefania, lack of quiet study spaces. Introduction. Numerous students have expressed their discontent about the noise in the school's study areas, especially during exam periods. This results in areas unsuitable for study. The purpose of the report is to propose some solutions to resolve this problem. Solution 1. Improve library management. Improve library usage schedule to ensure equitable access and prevent overcrowding. Very good solution. The second one, implementation of noise policies. Policies can be implemented to control noise levels and to promote a culture of respect for the learning. With these solutions, we can improve the situation and achieve a quiet place to study during exam periods. Very good, Stefania. Very well organized. I like how you organize it by paragraph, and it is easier to understand like what is the point or the objective of each paragraph in your report. You give two very accurate solutions, so very, very good with your writing skill and your reading comprehension. Thank you very much, Stefania, for doing this activity. I sent the attendance link in the chat, so you can fill it. Very good. I don't have like anything to correct. I feel that like everything is very, very well organized and structured. So very good job, Stefania.
Thank you, teacher.
Juan Pablo, title. Can you give us recycle bins, please? I love the title. The aims of this report are demand from the school recycling bins, but at the same time, it's about to create conscience about the importance of recycle and how it works for everyone, to everyone. Because if you don't find any recycle bins at school, solutions. A, provide the different recycle bins where students can read and or recognize the difference between item by item. Very good. Teaching, because it's really important to make this different in how it works, the recycling methods in real life, and how this item can be reused. Very good job. I love the title. I think it's very funny. You like acknowledge the issue, and the solutions that you provide are very important to like pretty much educate students and by recognizing the differences between item by item and the differences between each bin. So very good, Juan Pablo. Of course, because we didn't have enough time, you couldn't write like a recommendation, but you write the solutions and they were like very accurate with the problem up here. So very good job. Okay, guys, I hope you liked the class. I know that it was like writing and like there is no other way to practice this writing skill, but just writing and writing and writing. So I hope you could practice, you could get better and you can feel like more confident about writing future reports. You know the structure, you know the tone that you have to use. Do you have any questions about this class or activity?
No, is everything clear? And thank you. Just thank you. I really appreciate this space.
Okay, perfect. Thank you very much, Juan Pablo. Does anyone else have a question?
Oh no, thank you so much, teacher. Really enjoy and learn about it. Thank you so much. Bye bye to everyone. Have a great day.
Have a great day, everyone. Thank you very much for joining.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye bye.
Thank
Nice
you.
to meet
Bye.
you,
Have a nice
Stephanie.
day.
Bye bye, Juan.
See you soon, Sophia.
See you soon, Juan. I love to see you in my classes. Thank you very much for
Yeah, I
joining.
really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It's so much. I feel so comfortable and pasemos al español.
Sí, pasemos, pasemos.
Me siento muy bien, la verdad. Me gusta la manera en cómo abarcas cada clase y desde la primera clase que tuvimos dije como que chévere, pero también veo que tus espacios son como que todo el mundo los quiere, los busca, porque de hecho el espacio que encontré el día de hoy, pero es gracioso
Ujú,
porque pues todo el mundo los busca, pero veo que casi la mayoría no asiste,
ujú.
pero tú vas y miras los espacios y el espacio que yo encontré se supone que era el último, pero
¿Ah,
pues
sí?
en real life no lo era.
Ay, muchas gracias. No sabes lo mucho que me animan tus palabras. Me alegra mucho que disfrutes de estas clases. Igual si tienes alguna sugerencia, házmela saber. Yo abierta a mejorar y a crear mejores actividades. A veces me siento un poco limitada por el writing, porque literal solo se escribe y ya. Son muy difíciles las actividades que puedes hacer para practicar tu writing, pero bueno. Cualquier sugerencia que tengas, Juan, que se te ocurra o no sé, algo en lo que creas que va a mejorar, házmelo saber. Yo dispuesta a aprender de ti también.
Dale, perfecto, tranquila que estamos en contacto entonces, ¿vale?
Vale, que tengas un feliz día.
Dale, tú también, que estés muy bien. Muchas gracias.
Vale. Chao, Juan.
Chao, que estés bien.